Differentiate the given power series for f of x to obtain the derivative. If we have f of x expressed as the power series, the sum from n equals 0 to infinity of a sub n times the quantity x minus c to the power of n, we can express f prime of x as the power series, the sum from n equals 1 to infinity of n times a sub n times the quantity x minus c to the power of n minus 1. Notice this is just the power rule of differentiation where we multiplied by n and then subtracted 1 from n to get the new exponent. But also notice the index for f of x starts at n equals 0, and for f prime of x it starts at n equals 1. This is because for the power series for f of x, the first term is a sub 0, some constant, and we know the derivative would be equal to 0. Look, in our first example, we have f of x equals 1 divided by the quantity 1 plus 3x equals the sum from n equals 0 to infinity of negative 1 to the power of n times 3 to the power of n times x to the power of n. To find f prime of x, so the derivative with respect to x, using the power series, we have the sum from n equals 1 to infinity of negative 1 to the power of n times 3 to the power of n, and then times the derivative of x to the power of n with respect to x, which is n times x to the power of n minus 1. Nothing simplifies here, and therefore this is the derivative expressed using a power series. Again, remember the index starts at n equals 1, not n equals 0. For the second example, we have f of x equals x to the sixth divided by the quantity 1 minus x equals the sum from n equals 0 to infinity of x to the power of 6 plus n. This indicates f prime of x as a power series is equal to the sum from n equals 1 to infinity of the quantity 6 plus n times x to the power of 6 plus n minus 1, which simplifies to the sum from n equals 1 to infinity of the quantity 6 plus n times x to the power of 5 plus n. And for the last example, we have f of x equals 2 divided by the quantity 1 minus x to the ninth equals the sum from n equals 0 to infinity of 2x to the power of 9n. F prime of x as a power series equals the sum from n equals 1 to infinity of 2 times 9n times x to the power of 9n minus 1. Simplifying, we have the sum from n equals 1 to infinity of 18n times x to the power of 9n minus 1. I hope you found this helpful.